Hi, I'm Jamie Muskoff, and welcome to this behind-the-scenes look of how research-based, user-centered design methods can turn a good idea into a smart, usable mobile application that solves practical problems for users and, as Donald Norman emphasized, brings joy and excitement, pleasure and fun, and yes, beauty to people's lives. This is the story of Traction, a personal project management tool that helps you keep your life on track. Meet Julie. She's a busy, active newlywed who's always on the go. She manages projects at work all day like a champ, but when it comes to collaborating with her family and friends, project management can often be a struggle. Sometimes she's just too busy and personal projects end up last on her list. With so many different apps for chat, documents, texting, and emails, it can be hard to keep track of everything that needs attention. And sometimes a person just needs a cheerleader to keep them working on their task list when things get overwhelming. I wanted to create an app designed for users just like Julie, who are busy and mobile, that had the functionality of multiple apps integrated into just one, and that let users reward themselves in simple ways for a job well done. First, I surveyed the market, which confirmed the trend toward mobile application use. With 80% of users spending their digital media time on mobile devices, selecting a mobile phone app as a platform for my solution was a no-brainer. Second, I looked at the competition. What were some apps that already provided some or all of the services that mine would have? What functions were there? What functions did they lack? Third, I wanted to reach out to real users and find out who might be interested in a mobile app for personal project management. I surveyed an audience of 32 Facebook users and interviewed 10 people, both in person and online, to get feedback about what a great solution would look like to them and determine who my true target audience would be. Of the 32 people surveyed, 28 were married. Most were between the ages of 25 and 44, and most indicated that their primary mode of collaboration was their mobile device. When asked to choose their top 3 challenges to staying on top of their personal projects, procrastination was the most common answer, next to information being stored in too many different places and time management. And the number one must-have feature for a project management app was a pleasant user interface. Based on these results, I was able to identify a refined user persona, female, married digital natives who multitask. I quickly began to develop concept sketches to imagine where my users might be using the app and what their lives looked like. So when developing the paper prototype for the app, I started by asking, what would a user want to do and how would that flow? After showing my paper prototype to users via pop-up, some immediate feedback I received was, I want to see more functions, and I got positive feedback on my rewards idea. Using the card sort method, I was able to quickly move screens and navigation options around, get feedback on the flow, and change the order of things instantly. This was especially handy when designing the user flow diagram on the screen. Bringing the prototype to life in Adobe XD using user inputs and general thoughts about the desired look and feel for the app allowed me to test and iterate the screen layout and flow of navigation. I used Jakob Nielsen's 10 heuristics to evaluate the XD prototype for usability and saw there was still some room for improvement. I finally developed a simple hero flow that will get a user through the basic task of looking at and creating a project in the app. Another card sort was used to design a basic sitemap for the hero flow, and with the functionality nicely in place, I began to consider the visual design. Using UX principles, I decided that my app should make users feel organized, energized, and idolized. I want users to feel good about using the app and give themselves credit for completing each task. Sometimes a little praise is all a procrastinating project manager needs to get across the finish line. Laura Klein wrote in her book, UX for Lean Startups, remember, it is important to know how to design things, but it's just as important to know when not to design anything. It was an excellent reminder to keep the design purposeful and connected to my UX principles. To develop the design for the app, I created a mood board that depicts how I wanted users to feel when using my app. The colors and images illustrate my UX principles of energized, organized, and idolized. I mean, what more idolized power couple is there today than Beyonce and Jay-Z? I want my users fist bumping their friends and family when they finish their projects too. I created a style guide to reinforce the UX principles that includes the hexadecimal colors to be used, as well as the fonts, font sizes, buttons, and menu options. I also included some examples of imagery and image styles to be used in the app. With a few more iterations and rounds of feedback, Traction was born, and I'm so pleased to be able to review my finished prototype with you today. Traction keeps personal projects energized, organized, and its everyday users feeling idolized with rewards for timely task completion on the go. When you open the Traction app, it recognizes and warmly welcomes you back to your projects, or you could sign in as another user or create a new user account. Since Julie is already logged in, we'll click Enter and take a look at her current list of projects. From the main project screen, Julie can add, edit, or delete projects easily. View her projects in a visual list that shows her an image she selected to associate with her project, the % complete status of her project, and the last time action was taken related to the project. She can also toggle to a more simplified project list if she is not interested in having a visual reminder. From any screen interaction, Julie can choose to navigate through the app using a search, a flyout menu at the top of the screen, or a static menu at the bottom of the screen. Each option will allow her to choose from a list of projects, tasks, documents, conversations, and rewards she has established in relation to her projects. When Julie clicks on a project on the My Projects screen, she will be given a summary of details related to the project, such as a working checklist of tasks that will praise her with her favorite audio clip when she checks in as an item is done, an option to enter topic-based conversations about the project with her collaborators, or load documents to her Google Drive. She can add new tasks, conversations, or documents with a simple click of the plus button. To add a brand new project, Julie can select the plus symbol on the top of the My Project screen, enter a project name, start and end date, add collaborators, and select a cover image for her project if she wants. When she clicks Done, her new project is added to the My Project screen, and she's ready to rock. Thank you for viewing my prototype today, and please feel free to connect with me via LinkedIn simply by going to jamiemuskoff.com.